The prisoner practiced the art of invisibility, stepping softly across the floorboards without making a sound. When the guard came to inspect, he found only an empty uniform. The cell appeared vacant, but the prisoner was right behind him, mirroring his every turn. Yet the guard spotted his shadow on the ground and struck him hard with a baton. Learning from failure, the prisoner drew an eye on his own hand, treating it as the guard's gaze. He moved always behind his right hand, training his mind to think like his watcher. The next morning, the guard entered and found the cell empty. He spun around, searched for a shadow, nothing. Just then, the prisoner lost his strength and dropped from the wall. The guard beat him once more, but he refused to give up. He trained without rest. A week later, the guard returned. The cell was empty again. No one behind him, no extra shadow on the floor. As the guard stood confused, the prisoner emerged from nowhere, striking the man who had beaten him so often. The guard fought back, but he was no match. Months later, the prisoner was freed. He used his skill of invisibility to wait in a blind spot of the parking lot, then struck his former guard with a golf ball. After revenge, he went to his former wife's home. She had a new husband now, but he moved unseen among them. While the couple ate, he stood behind the wealthy man, sharing the same meal in silence. When the husband left for work, the prisoner stayed, living beside her, unseen, together again. The young man picked the wealthy homeowner's lock, then used the man's own toothbrush to brush his teeth. He dressed in the homeowner's clothes, helped himself to food from the fridge, and cooked a meal in the kitchen. He gathered dirty laundry, washed it in the machine, trimmed the overgrown houseplants, mopped every room, then practiced golf swings in the yard. He never noticed the woman watching him from the shadows. Seeing he stole nothing of value, she stepped out to confront him. Startled, he fled the estate and hid in a nearby thicket. When the homeowner returned, the young man saw him strike the woman. Enraged, he vandalized the garden. The owner spotted him and reached for his phone, but the youth struck him with a golf ball, knocking him down. As he tried to leave, the woman appeared again, this time seated on his motorcycle. They rode off together. They began posting flyers on strangers' doors. If this isn't removed in 3 days, we'll enter your home. Once inside, she would wash their clothes. He would mop their floors, cook in their kitchens. They took smiling selfies, boasting of their harmless invasions. They listened to answering machine messages to guess when residents would return. But one day, as the young man showered in a stranger's home, the owner came back early. Noticing things out of place, he grabbed a weapon, found the intruder, and beat him fiercely. Only after confirming nothing was stolen did he let them go. Cast out into the cold, they slept that night in a public park. The next morning, they picked another lock and found an elderly man inside, already deceased. They cleaned the house, wrapped the body in plastic, and buried it in a secluded spot. A week later, the dead man's son came by, found the strangers there, and called the police. Now the young man must find a way to